Live.
Oh, yay.
No one's watching.
Good. At least not yet.
No, that's all good though.
Gotta mute this too.
It's a great idea. All right, we'll start talking in about 10 seconds.
Yeah. Look, we have 2 viewers.
Nice.
One's me.
The other one's not me, at least. Guys, we're going to start talking in about 30 seconds. Oh, nice.
What was that?
Bill's knocking coasters down at my house.
Yeah.
So that's crazy. Cool. Good deal. You ready to go?
I'm ready when you are.
All right, hey guys. So we're doing this as a live stream, but it could also act as a standalone video. We're going to try to make this like a routine thing where we talk about what's been going on with us, what's been going on in the game, and we'll take questions at the end too. By all means, ask questions during the thing, but at the end is better.
Teach me something. Hopefully we might.
Yeah. So we're going to talk about Gen 3 mostly and a few other things, so we can go ahead. We got notes.
Yeah.
That's what you call professional right there. So
we're trying to be a little organized.
Yeah, otherwise we forget everything. So
yeah, but Gen 3's been awesome so far. I've been having a lot of fun with it.
I love it. I like the gradual release. It's kind of cool that there's only a certain amount and like it's not easy to find them. They're not everywhere. It's not like they're falling over the place.
There was one that I had to go hang out in South Philly because that's where the good spawns are, and that was the only way I knew I'd get it. So
yeah, it's when Gen 2 came out, I felt like I had 20 some on the first night. You know, I played it for a few hours and just got so many so quickly. And with Gen 3, it's not been like that at all. I mean, we've done a decent amount. We've caught quite a few, but it's not like they're just falling out of the trees.
Yeah, the gradual release is going to make it nice to keep the game interesting for a little bit longer.
Yeah, I think so too. When do you think they're going to start putting more out?
A lot of people are saying around Christmas. I don't think we're going to see it until probably January when the next raid boss comes out. I think they'll release some with each of the raid bosses. I think it makes sense to do it that way.
It does make sense.
Yeah.
So that would be January 15th. It's my guess also is around then. Maybe we get something on Christmas. I think the bird, Delibird.
Yeah, I think Delibird, its move is present,
right.
so
it
would make sense. But yeah, Niantic doesn't always make sense, but it'd be cool. So, so Gen 3, what ones are you going after specifically?
So this could become like an entire live stream about how much I love Ralts and the whole evolution chain. First of all, it's the coolest looking one. It's a neat Pokemon in that regard. And then it's unique. I mean, it's the only really good Fairy type we're going to have in the game for a while. It has uses. It's actually fantastic against Machamp in the solos.
Yeah.
I said the right one too.
You did.
It's a neat gem defender, right? Because everyone's attacking gems with T-Tar or whatever. Mm-hmm. So all of a sudden, they fight against a Dazzling Gleam.
Yep, that
and it
Dazzling
just
Gleam
knocks them out. You know, you put it between like a Blissey and a Chansey or something.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. But what I found is people are hesitant to knock out Gardevoir because it's cool looking.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I feel like I've gotten a couple extra days out of some gyms just because people were looking at it.
Well, I got my 100% already, so I'm pretty happy.
I did too.
Yeah.
I did too.
I actually I got mine on December 12th, which was my mom's birthday, and I caught it at Chestnut Hill Hospital where my mom was born.
That's insane.
So that was a pretty neat thing.
So apparently 100% Ralts are falling out the sky. I've gotten 2 already, which is amazing for something that's been out for a week or whatever.
Yeah, but did you go plus one?
No, my wife just go plus one. She was in Philly. She grabbed the kids. They went out to eat. And on the way back, she actually go plus the Ralts. It's level 8, but it's 100%.
Yeah.
So she had no idea it was there.
100% go.
She doesn't
plus
use maps
cash.
or anything. Like it's completely
awesome.
random. So.
And speaking of maps, that's one thing I really haven't done too much of with this gen is using maps to catch anything new. If I haven't seen it yet, I'm not looking on a map for it. I want to catch a genuine. So
my personal rule is that I need to have the fully evolved version before I can map for any of the family. So I did take the Ralts, and then once I got it, I rare candied it up, so I could do it pretty quickly. And I've been farming those, but in general, my map is just Ralts and nothing else. Yeah. So I've tried to avoid that as well. I've done good with Torchic. There's a nest in Philly. I've camped that for a little while.
Yeah, I got to hit that up still. I don't have a lot yet.
I really want one. It's a cool family, but I haven't gotten a good one.
Yeah.
The highest level I got is like 22.
Oh wow.
And my highest IV is like 78 or something.
Yeah, that's tiny.
Yeah, so it's been tough.
Well, hopefully the nest changes will bring some bigger, closer nests for us for that. Got a little Mudkip one that was around us, so I got a decent amount there, but that was still a tiny nest too. So
I was kind of hoping Mudkip would go to a bigger nest, so I didn't take advantage of that at all.
Yeah.
I have one Mudkip. It's not been good there.
Torchic Nest at Monroe. Yeah, we Monroe's kind of it's nice that it's there because it's local, but the spawns there aren't that great. So
I went there this morning, and there was one spawn, and it was on the other side of the path all the way, and it was cold, and I was lazy, so I did not go to get it. I probably will visit it if I'm ever in that area, though.
Yeah.
What else are you hunting for? Anything else of note?
I mean, I've gone for 200% slack offs now.
Yeah.
Once with you, which we got like the very last second, which was pretty sweet. And then the other one I got was actually pretty cool. It was in I think it was Ben Salem area, but I got there and I thought this thing was going to be uncatchable. It was in some metal building. And they had security. There was a fence all around it. People went up to the security guard. Security guard's like, no, even the workers aren't allowed on that side, during the weekend and stuff. So we tried going down this side street, and we were just driving along. There was a few different cars there, and just was not popping up for us. Well, there was a group of like 4 or 5 of us who walked up to this guy's door, and we knocked, and he actually answered. We explained we were playing Pokemon Go, and he was actually really cool, and he went to his car, got his key, and opened up his gate and let us walk back there.
That's awesome.
Still wasn't popping up right away, so he had a little shed back there, so we started climbing back behind the shed. As soon as I climbed back behind the shed, it popped up for me. So, yeah, it was awesome. I didn't catch his name, but thanks to that guy.
That's a cool story. I like that one.
Yeah, it was awesome.
And you said a lot of people didn't get it, right?
Yeah, there was a bunch of people that were still driving on the street that didn't get it, but we didn't want to say, hey, this guy's letting everybody on in his backyard. Yeah, so
makes sense.
But a bunch of other people did wind up getting it though, because if you went down further on the street, you could actually get behind some people's fences, in between the 2 fences.
Oh,
so
cool.
Some of our local players were up there and got that as well too. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, I like those types of chases.
Yeah, yeah. I would say in general, the power level of the Gen 3s that have been released so far aren't that good. Half jokingly, half seriously, Gyarados is the best new Pokemon.
Yeah, absolutely. With Waterfall?
Waterfall is a tremendously good move. I would say that I have a couple Dragon Breath Gyaradoses. I didn't change their legacy. I'd actually like Dragon Breath more than Dragon Tail. But all the Dragon Tail ones I moved over, and I've been going with the Waterfall Hydro Pump, and it's been really useful, both in the raids and then other ways too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so, I was hesitant to change it at first, but I'm glad I did.
Yeah, you used it tonight, right? And it was good?
I did. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I like that a lot. We talked about Gardevoir being very good. I wouldn't say it's like an excellent tier, but it's something that you're going to want to have some good ones, and it's going to have some niche uses. And if they ever give it a fairy fast move, then it's going to be a beautiful thing.
Absolutely.
Slacking.
He's cool.
He's cool.
He's huge. CP is huge.
I don't think
I'm gonna max by now. Like I have to.
Are you really?
I'm going to eventually.
I'm not. I'm saving the dust. I made a comment on Reddit that actually got pretty liked. That was the best use for slacking is attacking one and getting the badge XP for taking it down. But
that is true. But you know me, I like to power up dumb things like my Farfetch.
Well, in all seriousness, we've been talking about the fastest way to get a gold gem, as far as having like one team attack, then the other team attack, and kind of rotate it off. So we haven't tested this yet, but we think the best way to do it is to put a Tyranitar and a Slacking in a gym and take it down with a Machamp. 2 people on each team. Yeah. Just alternate and keep going Slacking and Tyranitar, take them down with Machamp, and then repeat. Yeah. So it may actually be very useful for that. 40 points a pop is going to be really nice.
Yeah, that would be. But that requires some dust, though, too. So.
Yes, dust and candy, too. I mean, I found that slack-offs are not rare by any means, but it's not like I'm floating in candy.
Yeah, definitely not. I was pretty happy with that second 100% I grabbed was a level 27. So
yeah, it's nice.
Helps with the Stardust there a little
bit.
bit.
You don't have one yet, right?
No, I have not. I'm 75 candy short because I keep my living decks.
Okay.
So I currently have 2 of the second generations at 100%.
All right, nice. Yeah, I got my Slacking today.
Nice.
It's finally evolved it up. I'm pretty happy about that.
Very nice.
I'll put it in gyms. Again, I don't think it's good, but I don't know how much is good in gyms at all.
Yeah. You never know till you try.
Yeah, exactly. Anything else of note for power?
Not really. Nothing that I'm too excited at, like going after like crazy. There's going to be some things that are going to be second tier level,
Exactly.
but nothing that's crazy that I'm.
So I've been using Sceptile. I got the Fort Washington area by where we live is loaded with Trico whenever it's sunny. They're everywhere. So I was able to get one pretty quickly, Sceptile, and I used it a couple times in ground on raids. And it's fragile; it dies quickly, but it really seems to do a lot of damage. And Leaf Blade's fun; just like spam it.
Yeah,
you know, it's a 3-bar charge.
I hatched that 15, 14, 14, and pumped him up, but I haven't used him yet. So.
Yeah, the one I got is what we call an Ambler. It's like level 33 or something.
Yeah.
Like it's not the best IVs.
I think I still have that one somewhere.
So it was above level 30. So I was like, why not? So, but again, I mean, Executor is a better choice as far as DPS, and then what I found against Groudon so far, which we'll talk about in a minute. Venusaur is actually better against Solar Beam because it tanks us the first Solar Beam, whereas Sceptile just dies. And then the evolved Torchic, is it Blaziken? Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
So it's the same kind of thing. It's a nice Pokemon, but it's outclassed. You know, they're better fire types by a lot. The legendary fires are really good, and then Machamp is still the king of fighting.
Absolutely.
I haven't used Hariyama yet. I've only caught one, and it's pretty small.
Yeah, I haven't used it yet either.
Apparently, it's slower than Machamp, but tankier.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't give a full thorough review on that. The math says it's not quite as good, but it may be better in like the Fire Blast T-Tar matchup, for example.
That's true. Yeah.
So yeah, it's stuff that's worth getting, and obviously you want to get as much as you can. What's been the hardest for you to find so far?
The Meditite, definitely. I saw one on a nearby. I got so excited and I grabbed that.
Yeah.
And then we were looking for Torchics the other night, and I wound up getting one instead. And I think I stumbled upon a nest there, so I'm gonna have to check that out again soon. Cool. So
yeah, actually,
I caught South Philly.
I caught one at that nest without knowing it was a nest.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's pretty sweet.
I've had trouble finding the electrics. I know they're not that rare, but it's just not something that I've seen anywhere I've been.
Yeah, I mean, I found enough that I was able to evolve. But I haven't gotten a good one, and I haven't found any like clusters of them. It's always just randomly where you wouldn't expect to see one that I've caught.
Yeah, so. It's not like it's been. We were even in what used to be a electric biome, and there were none there.
Nothing. Yeah.
So it's odd. We found them in completely random places. Yeah. So you want to do Groudon or weather?
Let's talk Groudon first.
So the Groudon boss is out. I've done 10 of them so far. I've caught 8, which I'm very happy about for the initial run.
Yeah, I've missed 2 so far. I'm a little sad. The last one I caught would have been my best. Still not great yet, but...
we 5-manned it, a group of us today.
Very nice.
It was 2 level 40s, a 38, a 39, and a 37.
Very nice.
So
what moveset did it have?
It had Earthquake, which is substantially easier than the rest of the moves. What's nice about Earthquake is you can put your Gyarados out and it goes to Talon. It really lives through a couple Earthquakes and does some damage. And again, Waterfall Gyarados is, in most weather situations, the best. Obviously, if you're fighting in sunny, then the grass ones get a lot better really quickly. But one of the things I do like about it is there's a variety of Pokemon you can use that are strong against it. It's not that you're just using the same 3 counters every time. Obviously, Gyarados is the king, but...
Yeah, I've been using a mix of like Dragonites. It's been calling for Ho-Ohs and everything like that.
I had a Moltres versus something. I don't remember what it was. Fire Blast, I guess. I played
Yeah, it's actually wanted me to put in my 100% Flareon a few times and stuff like that. So I was like, why not? Big enough groups. It's fun to use different Pokemon.
We've seen a lot of big groups so far in our area. I mean, I feel like I have, other than the one time with 5, it's always been 10+.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's been, I really want to, as it gets a little less exciting for everyone, hopefully we get some smaller groups so we can start short manning it and seeing what's good against it, like understanding it better. Right now I'm getting 1 damage ball every time. Yeah. Hasn't been super great.
Same thing.
Groudon's a monster. It basically outclasses Rhydon in every way, and Rhydon was pretty effective in certain matchups. It's good against electric types, so if there's ever a Jolteon comes back or Raikou, it's going to be a monster. Yeah. Absolutely great. Other than that, it's usually not the best attacker, except when you have the weather. I forget which one. Sunny, right? For him.
Sunny's
ground.
Yes,
yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So in sunny weather, he's one of the better counters to almost everything. So I think there's going to come a point pretty soon where I'm powering him up and using him. And I don't have a good one yet, but hopefully I will.
Chris is asking up about the extreme weather warning. We're actually going to talk about
That's our next bullet point.
Yeah, we're actually
on the notepad. So I think weather has been awesome.
Yeah.
Let's start with the negative first. With the extreme weather.
Yeah, the extreme weather, it happens too much in my opinion so far. And what defines extreme? Like, okay, so there's a winter weather advisory.
Yeah.
that doesn't actually necessarily mean anything. Like, what's extremely cloudy? Like, why is that bad to play it?
We're under one right now. It's gonna sleet. It may sleet tonight, like well after midnight, and it went into advisory mode at like 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It stinks because the weather boosting is fun. We had cloudy too, which is my favorite one. Talk about that in a minute. But I don't like that. In Philly and Bristol and stuff the other day, they had a warning for low tide.
That's ridiculous.
It was like a lower than usual tide, so it's like you have less of a chance of drowning. So don't play Pokemon. Like I don't know. I don't get it. I hope they address it. I mean, obviously, I don't think they want people going into blizzards to catch like ice types.
I mean, that's understandable. I mean, if there's like a legit reason for you to say,
baby cat making her appearance. Yeah, no, I agree. If there's a legit reason, that makes sense. But that's the one flaw I've seen with the weather thing. Outside of that, I think it's been awesome.
Yeah, definitely. I agree.
What's your favorite weather so far?
I don't know that I necessarily have a favorite. It would be windy probably, just because I want dragons. But the one time we had it
was
Pidgeys.
Yeah.
Pidgeys, Skarmory here or there.
A lot of Abra too, I saw.
Yeah.
Good amount of Abra. I like... Cat's really coming in here to make an appearance. I like Cloudy the best. It gets Machop and Ralts, which I think are just amazing.
Yeah, it's perfect for being out in the city when you have that.
Yeah, and one of the first things I read was how little biome matters now because of weather, and it's completely wrong.
So wrong.
So Machop's the perfect example. Well, that's an awesome ground.
2903.
Wow,
that is really.
That's a monster.
That's awesome.
2910 is perfect, right?
Yeah, 2910.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's truly awesome.
I'm jealous.
I'm quite jealous. So we went the first night the game came out. We were in Center City, and there were Machop. There were Machop everywhere, right? And we were in the burbs on our way down. It was still cloudy, but we weren't seeing the Machop. We were seeing a lot more like Weedles and Gulpins and stuff like that. And once you got in the city, it was just everywhere you looked, nonstop Machop.
Everywhere.
So if you want Machop, you go downtown, and you can find them when it's cloudy. They're going to be everywhere. If you want Ralts, you go... It seems to be in this like suburban elevated biome.
Yeah.
So you want like Roxborough or parts of the Northeast or whatever. Yeah. It seems to be the best place to go to get Ralts. And if you want Torchic, you can't go to most places in the area. We don't have a good fire biome. But I imagine Red Bank would be popping with them.
Yeah.
Because that's a place we do have a fire biome down there. So it's really... You got to think about where the stuff spawned before under the old ways, and when it's weather boosted, that's where you go to catch it.
You get more of it there.
And yeah, you might get a Torchic up here when it's hot, but you're going to get a lot more like Tricos instead, because that's what spawns here by the biome,
Yeah, so biomes definitely still are a huge deal.
Yeah.
So anybody that's saying they're not, you're wrong.
Yeah, it's completely. Sorry.
Not sorry.
Yeah. I've also liked Sunny a lot.
Yeah.
I feel like the Tricos are fun to get.
Oh, definitely. I was able to evolve because of sunny weather, and they're just spawning everywhere. So
Same here.
It's been great.
Just in general, weather boosting is really cool.
It is. It's really cool. I haven't run into a situation yet where I've been chasing something, and then the weather changed, and it wasn't what I wanted.
Yeah.
So
that's probably going to be mad when that happens.
I'll probably get upset when that happens, but...
I've had a lot of fun catching the level 35. So even things like Oddish or Bellsprout have been exciting because... you see one in like the low 800s, it's like, oh my god, like I can actually evolve this.
And it's actually worthwhile.
Yeah. When I did my unique series for the all the unique Pokemon versus all the bosses, my grass attackers were terrible.
Yeah.
And now, like a week into Gen 3, like I have this army,
things,
yeah, it's cool. Even things like a level 35 Nidoking, like...
Yeah, I got 100% Nidoking the other day.
Did you?
Yeah, I went and chased it. I was like, why not? Why not have it?
Yeah, so just so you guys know, essentially... When it's in weather, you get 5 levels added to it from what it normally is. So you can catch a level 35 in the wild instead of just a 30. And even like a level 30 player can still catch a level 35 in the wild, which is crazy. The IVs are better too. So the minimum number for any IV is 4.
4. Yep,
So
4.
It's a much smaller range, so you have double the chance to get 91% plus. Yeah. It is possible sometimes that the weather changes, and when that happens, the IV changes. Sometimes it actually gets higher.
Yeah.
But I think more often than not, it's going to get lower.
Yeah.
So there's been some funny stories about people chasing things that either the IV drops or the Pokemon changes.
Changes completely. Yeah.
So
that would be upsetting.
I think it's cool though. I mean, I think I'm sick of Partly Cloudy already. I think I've seen enough rats and Centrets everywhere.
Oh, when the first day of weather, I saw so many Chanseys. I was so over Chansey. So over it.
I ain't had that day.
Yeah, it was bad. It was everywhere.
I did get a Chansey the other day. It was fun.
Yeah. Or not Chanseys. I'm thinking of Clefairy. Sorry. Clefairy. The other pink thing.
I don't know where he was going there.
Yeah.
It's like, there was some kind of sarcasm.
Chanseys. No,
Clefairies. Yeah, I'll take this.
Too many Clefairies.
For me, it was Gulpin.
Yeah.
It was cloudy. It was
They're still everywhere.
Everywhere.
They're still everywhere.
But again, it's all biome dependent. Because, like, you know, when we're here, it's Gulpin. But when we're in Chestnut Hill, it's Clefairy.
Yeah.
Or Ralts.
Yeah.
Ideally Ralts. Awesome.
I think we pretty much covered everything.
Yeah, that's all we really have.
Yeah. Yeah, guys, have any questions for us? What's your favorite weather? Somebody said it's cloudy. Oh, that was from the old one. Anybody questions? We'll give you a couple seconds here. I know there's a little delay. Other than that, we'll probably wrap up soon. Anything you guys want to see from us in the future?
We got some videos coming out. We've been slacking a little bit.
Yeah,
oh, that was your joke, and I took it.
Yeah, you took my joke.
We actually prepared one thing ever, and I just literally stole it.
That's okay. Yeah, I've definitely been slacking a lot on getting this the incense video out. It's going to be a two-parter, but it should be out soon. We're definitely players first before we're YouTubers. I mean,
yeah,
we have fun doing this, and you know it's great. But we're gonna catch our Pokemon and be better trainers than we are YouTubers, probably always.
The other thing is we have to do we have to learn how to live stream. We can actually show our screen.
Yeah,
because I think we'd love to take you guys with us when we play, but there's a limit of how much of us you want to see.
Yeah,
I think seeing us play is more fun.
So yeah, we got to figure out some of the apps to use for it and everything, because we use all Apple products. And
yeah,
Android's actually better for that.
Right.
But I'm not going to go out and buy an Android for it. So.
No, I spend enough money in this game.
Wyndi Dragons that don't pop. Yeah, I mean we haven't had a lot of windy weather yet.
Yeah,
and again, it's going to be biome specific. So where you like Ambler might be a good. Spot for dragons.
So that one day it was windy in the northeast. There were some.
Yeah.
It wasn't windy in the city, so when you were looking at like all the places you normally get dragons, they weren't there. But up in the northeast there was I think it was Pennypack Park had a bunch of dragons.
Yeah.
Not a bunch, but I mean like
more than you would normally see.
A decent amount of them, you know. There were some Dragonites that day. It didn't seem like there were very many. I actually expected more Dragonites, especially because it was windy in a few different Dragonite biomes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm willing to give Wynd the benefit of the doubt. I was not impressed the first time, but let's see more than a couple hours of it, I think. Yeah. Although I've heard from other places they're also having trouble with it. It hasn't really been the unknown dragon superstar that we all wanted it to be.
We didn't talk about where we are for the badge yet.
Oh, yeah.
So,
I'll go first.
Go ahead.
So right now I'm 45 out of 90
45.
as far as new Pokemon caught.
I'm at 47 of 90.
So I'm losing that one.
Yeah. Not by much, though.
No. I don't think either of us are really killing ourselves trying to get everything.
Biome maps exist.
No, they don't.
No.
It's something that, like, if you watch the maps, not like we're necessarily endorsing mapping, but when it comes to biome mapping, looking at a map and seeing where stuff spawns, you know, you're sitting at work one day, and you really... when Philly Pokemap died in December last year, I still knew where to go for Dratini.
Yeah.
Because there were like 5 or 6 spots that always had, you know, 1 or 2 or 3 Dratinis at any given point. So just by like watching the maps, you can see what the patterns are and kind of figure it out.
Yeah, I mean, even if you like are against using maps to chase things, it doesn't hurt to look at it, get an idea of where things spawn, and then you don't have to use the actual map to chase things, but you'll have an idea of where things spawn, and you can use it that way. So
but, you know, there's a few common biomes. There's the Mount Moon, they call it, is the one with the fairies, and that's where you get your Aerodactyls and your Dragonites. Yeah. So you see that mostly in like parts of the Northeast, all of Roxborough, a little bit of Chestnut Hill, and then like Rittenhouse area all has that. Again, this doesn't help anyone who's watching this who lives somewhere else, but I can relate it to Philly. That's where I've played. Water biome is the most obvious one, but there's 2 different kinds of water biomes. There's the one water biome that's like Dratini, Slowpoke, Magikarp. Like that one is usually more on like rivers kind of things, and on streams or like underground streams, you get the Poliwag, Goldeen, Staryu, like Meryl biome is a little bit different. So obviously, if you're someplace where you're seeing a bunch of Meryls and a bunch of Staryu, you're probably less likely to see Dratini than you are if you're seeing, you know, Psyduck and Slowpoke and things like that.
Absolutely.
And then the Larvitar is an interesting one. Like it sneaks into the Mount Moon biome, but it also is like a rock biome with like some fire types and like Machop and things like that, where you can find those as well. They tend to be near the Mount Moon. It tends to be some elevation related, but it's hard to figure out exactly. So that's probably the biggest challenge of mapping biomes is you can have like water spawn points in a fairy biome. Yeah, so it really gets difficult.
All right. Well, we don't have any other questions.
No, let's call it a thing. So, guys, we're gonna pick a day and time and kind of do this as a regularly scheduled thing. Hopefully, you guys like it, and ideally, this isn't just a video you watch live. You can pick it up later and see what we covered. And
and if you guys have any questions for us, if you guys want to see anything in particular, hit us up on Discord. You can email us trustthecones@gmail.com. We have Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all of it. Follow us, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And we'll catch you guys again soon.
Awesome, guys. Have fun.
Thanks for watching.
How do you turn this off?